My name is Daniel O'Haran, and I am writing an ebook on how to raise funding on LinkedIn. I need your support to be able to complete the project. In this short presentation, I want to show to you what the ebook will look like and the reason why you should back it. Any donation is all right. You can donate $1 or you can donate more. When I finish with the ebook, it will show you how to raise funding from your LinkedIn profile. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am on LinkedIn as D. O'Haran. When you visit LinkedIn, you can join my network. You may use my email, doharan@yahoo.com, to contact me. Currently, I am working as a manager in the Namibian Statistics Agency in the Social Statistics Division. My current job functions include coordinating the collections, analysis, and interpretation of all major household surveys. I coordinate the following household surveys: household income and expenditure survey, annual labor force survey, financial inclusion survey, administrative data collection, Namibian labor market information system. I am also responsible for supervising the micro and metadata archiving of all household surveys in Namibia. This is where I'm currently working, but my academic background is generally in the areas of geography. I have some teaching experience. I have taught geodemographics to third-year undergraduate students at the Namibian University of Science and Technology, Windhoek. Before then, I have 10 years teaching experience in geography, GIS, spatial statistics, research methodology at the University of Namibia, Windhoek, Namibia. That is my profession. My skills covers quite a huge area. I have skills in geography in general, but I have skills in advanced quantitative geography and spatial statistics, GIS, geodemographic. I know how to do cluster analysis, marketing analysis. I know how to gather data, primary source of data, geodemographic data. I know how to conduct census and large household surveys. I know how to do poverty mapping. I know how to do marketing research, customer profiling and segmentation, trade area analysis. So this is the areas where I have skills. I bring all of my many years of experience in geography and data analytical skills into writing the ebook in order to make it very practical and easy to read. What are you going to find inside the ebook? Generally, the ebook is about LinkedIn and how to use the geodemographic features in LinkedIn to contact customers. So I want to briefly explain to you, if you give me some few minutes, what we actually meant by geodemographics. It is a study of population and its characteristics divided according to regions. In the field of marketing, geodemographics can be of immense importance in market segmentation. Following such segmentation, the concentration and preference of each group can be determined and targeted for different marketing campaigns. For example, the high preference areas can be identified, zoomed in, and subsequently targeted for specific marketing or sales analysis. Traditionally, this is how we do it in the past with geography. We collect census data. This is an old method. And let me zoom into this map. We will collect census data of zones. This is a map of America. And divide the zones according to their characteristics. So let's say we take this particular zone. We can find more people who are interested in playing golf in this zone. We can call the zone golf playing area. But we will not be able to contact individuals who have interest in playing golf. But since we know this area have high preference or high number of people who are interested in golf, we could target this area with marketing messages specifically for the golf industry. But such analysis will not be able to give you detailed information of each person who may be interested in playing golf. Let's see how this type of information is now stored in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is different. LinkedIn stores individual records of people, but also organizes them according to their geography. Instead of grouping people together, you can zoom into an area and be able to find individual records. So this is a new method. The old method, which we know by drawing map, aggregate people together, is not as efficient as what LinkedIn database have installed. So you will do better and faster with your fundraising activities on LinkedIn if you bring your own database of B2B owners, which are already segmented by geography. This is what the ebook is all about. The ebook will show you how to source and bring such segmented geodemographic data into LinkedIn as B2B connections who may be interested in fundraising before you start your campaigns on LinkedIn. Let's look a bit further on why it is important to be on LinkedIn. First of all, LinkedIn now has more than 5 million professional members from different backgrounds. You will have people from the financial sectors, the academic sectors. You have both lecturers and students from the manufacturing sectors, constructions and estate sectors, all sectors, engineering, computer science. You will find lawyers there. You will find musicians there. You will find book authors there. So we have people from different disciplines and backgrounds who are now using LinkedIn, to do one thing or the other. So that is why I call LinkedIn as a paradise of B2B owners. If you have an account with LinkedIn, You will be able to download people you have connection with. So I said it is a paradise of professionals, job seekers, recruiters, network marketers, coaches, trainers, motivational speakers. So once you have connection with different people on LinkedIn, you will be able to download the contacts of all of them. You will have their names, companies, address, cities, state, zip code, country, email, and even telephone contact. So it's different from the old way, which we store information on maps. Their database will enable you to have detailed contacts of people you have connection with. You can download them. So LinkedIn has grown into a community of 500 million B2B owners, professionals, academics, university graduates, coaches, trainers, and so on. So, if you are on LinkedIn and you have huge connections, you will be able to contact these people for fundraising. If you have people who are interested in fundraising from different countries, when you send a campaign to them, they are likely going to help you with your fundraising. This is what I am going to discuss inside the ebook. To do well on LinkedIn, you must have connections. There is no way about it. So the ebook will show you how to have huge connections worth more than 10,000. Here is the statistics of how many people on LinkedIn. On average, you will discover that most people have 0 to 300. About 28% of the 500 million people have very few connections. Only 1%, that is just about 5 million people, are regarded as super connectors on LinkedIn. That is, super connectors have more than 10,000 people in their connections. So the ebook will help you to become a super connector on LinkedIn. This is why you should back it up by funding it for at least $1. I will quickly explain. To be a super connector, it means you are able to have people following your blogs or following your posting. So your net worth on LinkedIn is not really it's not about your qualification or your work experience, but it is about how many people you know that can help you realize your dream on the platform. The ebook will show you how to have or grow your connections to be more than 10,000 people. Remember where we're coming from. If you have about 10,000 people, you can download them and you can have access to their details, their contact numbers, their telephone numbers, their email, and so on. The country where they are coming from. You can send them requests. So the ebook is going to show you different ways to grow your connections. I call it different super growth approaches. As you can see here, I actually maintain 2 accounts. Not many people know this. I have my main account, which is already more than 16,000 in connections. I have another account, which I have just started, which is already growing to more than 2,000 connections. So the ebook will focus on how to use different methods, but more specifically geodemographics methods, to grow your account. You will also have access to my software, and I describe the software inside the ebook on how to automate your connections how to automate your communications with the people you are connecting with. The ebook specifically will show you where to get database of B2B professionals to bring into LinkedIn. Normally, I use Whois database. Instead of relying on LinkedIn database, I use Whois database of B2B owner. This is almost free. Whois is a big database of B2B owners worldwide. So in 2016, there are more than 329.3 million records of domain names and their ownership across the whole world. So every website registered on the internet has the contact details of the registrant or the owner of the website, usually the CEO or key decision maker of that company. So the records are publicly available on the web, and not many people are aware of this. So you will learn how to bring such database to LinkedIn and ask them to connect with you. It's a very simple, straightforward, many people are not using to grow their LinkedIn connections. Let me show you an example. This is a geodemographic record of owners of websites. I am the owner in this case. My name is Daniel Ohere. I will show you how to have access to millions of this type of records. You will be able to extract the business owners, and you will be able to extract their geodemographic information, the country where the business is registered, the state, city, street, and zip codes. You will also have the email addresses. This record, like I said, is available on Whois record. So once you have the name of the owner of a B2B website, you will send invitation to the person to connect with you on LinkedIn. Once the records are matched and the person is now in connection with you, you have the liberty to extend your connections to the staff of the owner of the website. Of course, once you have huge followers, you will also have the software to do your database marketing. This is what the ebook is going to show to you, how to get Whois record, big Whois record, and how to bring them to LinkedIn. So let's take a very simple, framework of how this is done. Assuming you have 20 million Whois record of B2B owners, because they have registered website on the internet, you are able to have their records and upload the records to LinkedIn. LinkedIn will match the database you uploaded to its platform to find out whether there are users of LinkedIn in your database. Once it matches users of LinkedIn with your database, the platform, you can send emails to people who are already on LinkedIn and they are your database. You can send email to them to connect with you. Once they accepted your connection is established, they become part of your connections. You can export their records. I've shown an example before in an Excel to a different email marketing software, or you can use my software 678 LinkedIn GeoMiner to do your communications with them, to do your campaigns with them. You can either use that or you can bring them to your email marketing software, and you will be able to further divide people having connection with you, or segment them into, their geodemographic characteristics like their country, region, sex, and education, and target your marketing to them. So this is exactly how to do database marketing. First, you must have your own database. You will match that database with the records, excuse me, the records of LinkedIn. Once there is a match, LinkedIn will send them invitation to connect with you. So this is where the action takes place. You can send millions and millions of emails to people on your database using LinkedIn infrastructure and ask them to fund your project, whatever project you want to be funding. The ebook will show you different ways of doing this. What are my results? Well, before I started using geodemographic method, let me show you my history on LinkedIn. I joined LinkedIn in 2009, March 2009. By then, I was not using geodemographic method to grow my connections. So between 2009 and 2016, I only had about 3,000 followers. My connection was not growing. I wasn't a super connector. So by August of 2016, I decided to do something about it. This is when I started reading and paying attention to LinkedIn. So you can see the statistics of my activities on LinkedIn in August of 2016. There was not much happening. But when I started using the methods which I explained inside the ebook, people viewing my profile started increasing. My connection started growing. More people started joining me. And by July of 2017, I now have plus 16,000 connections. That is about 400% growth in my connections, in my B2B connections. So you will learn these steps that I took to achieve such a high growth rate, and you'll be able to apply them to yourself. So within a couple of months, your connections should also grow like my connections. This is what I explained, or what I am going to explain inside the ebook. So when you fund the ebook, you will have access to a protected section of my website to download samples of demographic databases, software, videos, and update of resources that I will be discussing inside the ebook. You will have access to 20 million whois record unstructured. I will show you how to clean this record and bring it to LinkedIn and send invitation to people on your records to either fund you or join your LinkedIn. I will also show you how to clean data. This is a primary data, but you will learn how to clean the data, segment them, and structure them into different categories, different countries, different businesses, and target them according to your interests. You will also have access to my LinkedIn GeoMiner software. I will be providing lots of videos on the methods I discuss inside the ebook. Every month you will have opportunity to download new whois record from the website. So each time new people start their business online, we will have access to the records of those who are registering their business online, and we will be inviting them to join your LinkedIn connections. Of course, access to the website will be on monthly fees. So if you become an affiliate partner, you will be able to share from the revenue I will be deriving from this project. By just donating $1 or more, you will have all of these resources. I thank you for listening. Please back the project with any amount starting from $1. I thank you for listening.